Now, we are in topic 4, adaptations in respiratory systems. Adaptations in respiratory systems is the ability, in modifying the respiratory system, to ensure an efficient gaseous exchange with the surroundings. The respiratory structures of organisms, including human, have 3 important features. To ensure an efficient gaseous exchange with the surroundings. The 3 important features are moist surface, thin wall, and large surface area. The follows are the respiratory structures in animal, for adaptations in different surroundings. For example, the moist outer skin of amphibians, gills of fishes, trachea of insects. These 3 respiratory structures in animal will be detailed in the next section of the video. We first talk about the moist outer skin of amphibians. The example of amphibians are frogs. Frogs have 2 respiratory organ, lungs, and moist skin. On the land, frogs breathe using lungs. In the water, frogs breathe using moist skin, at which the moist skin is thin and permeable to gas. The skin is moist because it is covered by a layer of mucus. A dense network of blood capillaries is under the layers of skin. To increase the diffusion rate of gases between the skin and the blood capillaries. About the gills of fishes. Gills is the respiratory organ of aquatic animals, such as fish, that breathe oxygen dissolved in water. Gills are made up of 2 rows of fine filaments that have many thin and flat projections, known as lamellae. This make it have large surface area. The filaments and lamellae contain blood or chylomic fluid, from which gases are exchanged through the thin walls. About the trachea of insects. Trachea system are made up of air tubes, at which air enters or leaves the trachea through spiracles. This is the breathing pores, and the opening and closing of spiracles are controlled by valves. Trachea is divided into tracheoles. Tracheoles have thin and moist walls. The large number of tracheoles have formed a large surface area for the respiration. Some insects' respiratory content air sacs, for example grasshopper. The air sacs, filled with air, help to increase the rate of exchange of respiratory gases. Now, we are in topic 5, gaseous exchange in plants. During the day, plants carry out photosynthesis by taking in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen. Photosynthesis process only happen at daytime. During respiration, oxygen is taken in, and carbon dioxide is removed, to consume the stored energy. Respiration of plants can happen at day and night time. Now, we talk about the mechanism of gaseous exchange in plants. Plants carry out the gaseous exchange with their surroundings through their leaves, stems, and roots. Leaves, stems, and roots of plants provide a large surface area for gaseous exchange. Now, we talk about the diffusion of carbon dioxide. The diffusion of carbon dioxide occurs when there are difference in concentration of carbon dioxide in 3 areas. They are plant cells, air spaces between the cells, and the air outside the stoma. The diffusion of carbon dioxide occurs in 2 stages. The first stage is from air spaces between the cells to plant cells. The second stage is from air outside the stoma to air spaces between the cells. This 2 diffusion of carbon dioxide will be detailed in the next section. We first see the diffusion of carbon dioxide from air spaces between the cells to plant cells. For this to be happened, the carbon dioxide concentration at the air spaces between the cells must be higher than the concentration of carbon dioxide in the plant's cells. With such a condition, the dissolved carbon dioxide, at the moist surface of cells, will diffuse from the air spaces between the cells, into the plant's cells. At this moment, the concentration of carbon dioxide, in the air spaces between the cells, will drop. The second stage, the diffusion of carbon dioxide, from air outside the stoma, to air spaces between the cells. This only happen, when, the concentration of carbon dioxide, at the air outside the stoma, is higher than, the concentration of carbon dioxide, at the air spaces between the cells. Carbon dioxide, diffuses from the air outside the stoma, into the air space between the cells, through the open stoma cells. Now, we talk about, the stomatal pore, and guard cells. Stoma, is made up of a stomatal pore, bounded by a pair of guard cells, at which, chloroplasts appear to be green, because, it contains green pigment. Stomata of plants open, during photosynthesis, when there is light. Stomata of plants close, when it gets dark, or, when the plant loses a lot of water, on a hot day. How plants control its stomata, to be open, and close, it will be discussed, in the next topic. Now, we talk about, how the process of osmosis, affects the stoma. In this topic, we have three important phenomena, to be discussed. The first is, osmosis effect. The second is, stoma of plants, open at daytime. The third is, stoma closes at night, or on a hot day. These three phenomena, will be detailed, in the following part of the video. We first talk about, the osmosis effect. Osmosis, is the process of movement of water molecules, from a region of high concentration of water molecules, to a region of low concentration of water molecules, through a semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane, is a material, allowing certain substances, to pass through it. It allowing the passage of a solvent, but not the solutes. Osmosis effect, is similar to the diffusion process, at which, particles move from an area of higher concentration, to an area of lower concentration. For both of the osmosis, and diffusion process, the concentration of the solute in the solvent, eventually will distribute it evenly. Osmosis effect, is the effect, happens in the plants. Osmosis effect, allow the stoma opens at daytime, and stoma closes at night, or on a hot day. Now, we talk about, how stoma open at daytime, through the osmosis effect. During the daytime, guard cells carry out photosynthesis, to produce glucose. When the concentration of glucose, in guard cells increases, the water from surrounding cells, will diffuse into the guard cells, through osmosis effect. When the guard cells filled with water, it become turgid, and curved. It open the stoma. Now, we talk about, how stoma closes at night, or, on a hot day, through the osmosis effect. At night, or on a hot day, photosynthesis process reduce. The concentration of glucose, in guard cells decreases, through the respiration process. When the concentration of glucose in guard cells decreases, the water from guard cells, will diffuse into the surrounding, through osmosis effect. When the guard cells out of water, it will become straight, and close the stoma. Now, we talk about, effects of acidic gases in the air, on the survival of plants. The acidic air pollutant gases, such as, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide, will dissolve into rainwater, to produce acid rain. Acid rain, will kill plant cells, and causes soil to be acidic, and less fertile. This will reduce agricultural produce, and cause food shortage. This is the full content of Chapter 2, Respiration. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please click like, and share this video to others who need it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Your subscription is my motivation to continue the making of videos. Thank you for watching.